Hello everyone, I hope that you are well. I am going to be taking you all through the fractional coefficient extensive exercise and challenge questions. I know this lesson, troubled some of you, so I thought it would be great to go through some of the hardest questions. So let's get through to it. Now, our first extensive exercise question is find x in the equation x minus 1 over 2 is equal to 2 minus x plus 2 over 5. Now, remember, the first thing we have to do is we are seeing a mix of, unknowns and numbers and fractions. So we can just put all of this under 1, so we can make everything into a fraction. And we know that our first step is to work out the LCM of the denominator. So we have to work out the LCM of 2, 5, and 1, which of course we know is 10. Then our second step is to multiply each term in the equation by 10. So we're going to be multiplying x by 10, that becomes 10x. Then we're going to be doing x minus 1 over 2 multiplied by 10 is equal to 22 multiplied by 10, or 2 over 1 multiplied by 10, which we know is just 20, minus x plus 2 over 5 multiplied by 10. Now, we can actually simplify a lot of this, so that will just become 5, and this will just become 2. Okay, so what we're left with then is just going to be 10x minus 5 bracket x minus 1 is equal to 20 minus 2 bracket x plus 2. And our fourth step is pretty straightforward. We just want to expand the bracket. So we are going to be left with 10x minus 5x plus 5. Remember to take care of the negative sign outside the bracket and the negative sign inside the bracket, which we know, when multiplied, two negatives make a positive. Okay, and we know that's going to be equal to 20 minus 2x minus 4. And then we just want to simplify, we just want to have all of the x's on one side and normal numbers on the other. So we're left with 10x minus 5x. We've got minus 2x on the right-hand side that will go on to the left-hand side and become plus. And we're left with this. Now let's just collect the like terms. So we're going to be collecting all the x's and all the normal numbers on the right-hand side separately. So we're left with 7x is equal to 11, and therefore x is equal to 11 over 7, of course. So remember the key steps in doing these type of questions. Remember, our first step is always going to be to work out the LCM. The second step is going to have to be simplify, to get rid of the denominators in the fraction. Then we want to expand the brackets, and then we want to rearrange to collect the like terms, and finally we solve for x. So that's the first question in the extensive exercise, or question number 11 in your exercise book. Let's get straight on to question number 12 now. So our question number 12 is again very, very similar. So we've got 1 over here, we can just put that as 1 over 1. Then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working out the LCM of the denominator. So we're working out the LCM of 4, 1 and 8, which of course is going to be 8, right? And then we're going to be multiplying each of the terms in this by 8. So 2 minus 1 over 4 multiplied by 8 is equal to 1 over 1 multiplied by 8, which is just 8, minus 3 minus y over 8 multiplied by 8. Okay, well, let's cancel out some of these. That's just going to be 2. That's just going to be 1. So we're going to be left with 2 bracket 2y minus 1 is equal to 8 minus 3 minus y is what we're left with. Okay, and finally, let's expand the brackets. We would get 4y minus 2 is equal to 8 minus 3 plus y. Okay, let's take all the y to the left-hand side and let's take the normal numbers to the right-hand side. And if we do that, guys, we are going to have 3y is equal to 7. And so y is just going to be equal to 7 over 3. Okay, so very similar. Remember to follow all of these steps and really to have these steps embedded whenever you've got these questions that you've got to do. All right, let's get straight on to the next question. I hope everything is making sense, everyone. And we are going to be going to question number 13, or the third question in the extensive exercise. Okay, so over here, we have got, wow, we've got lots of terms, right? But we're going to be doing it in the exact same way. So again, we're going to be putting anything that isn't, or making anything that isn't a fraction into a fraction. Okay, so we can just put x over 1 and 1 over 1 as well. Then we just will have to work out the LCM of the denominators. The denominators we have is 1, 4, 6 and 12, and we know the lowest common multiple of 1, 4, 6 and 12 is just 12. Okay, and then our second step is just going to be to multiply each of those terms by 12. So we're going to be doing 12 multiplied by x, which is just 12x, plus x plus 3 over 4 multiplied by 12, plus x minus 1 over 6 multiplied by 12 is equal to 7 over 12. 7x over 12 multiplied by 12 plus 1 multiplied by 12 is just 12. And now let's just simplify by cancelling out. So we've got 3 over there. We've got 2 over there. Going to have 1 over here. So our third step is to, of course, write down what we're left with. So we've got 12x plus 3 bracket x plus 3 plus 2 bracket x minus 1 is equal to 7x plus 12. Okay, and now let's expand the brackets, everyone. And when you expand the brackets, you would get 12x plus 3x plus 9 plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 7x plus 12. Okay, and now we are going to be taking all the x's to one side and the normal numbers on the other. And when we do that, everyone, we should get the answer of 17x minus 7x is equal to 12 minus 7. So what we're left with is 10x is equal to 5, therefore x is equal to a half. So your answer for this question should have been a half. Okay, so I think we're doing very well with these extensive exercises. Well, let's go to the extensive challenges and give you guys a rundown on how to do the challenge questions. So without further ado, what we have over here is we've got fractions, right? But we've also got brackets on both sides of the equation, and we want to work out what x is. Well, in a case like this, the first thing that you have to do is you do this question actually in the exact same way as we've been doing the others, but your first step should just be to expand the brackets. So what if when you expand the brackets, okay, you would get 5x plus 4x over 3. Okay, you've got 4x over 3 minus 4, okay, is equal to 2x minus 12 over 3 plus 2. So you're going to just expand the brackets like this, for example. Okay, so now we can just put all of these kind of numbers under 1, all right, and we just have to work out the LCM of, the denominators, and we know the LCM of 1 and 3 is just 3, so we're going to be multiplying each term in this equation by 3. So 15x multiplied by 3 is just 15. So 5x multiplied by 3 is just equal to 15x. Then we're going to be doing 4x over 3 multiplied by 3 minus 4 multiplied by 3, which we know is 12. then 2x minus 12 over 3 multiplied by 3 plus 2 multiplied by 3 is just 6. So we can just cancel this out, that would give us 1. We can cancel this out, that would also give us 1. And our fourth step is just to write down what we're left with. So we've got 15x plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 2x minus 12 plus 6. Okay, we want to take all the x's on one side and the normal numbers on the other, and then collect the like terms. So let's take all the x's on the left-hand side and the normal numbers on the other. Okay, so we're going to be left with 17x over here, all right, is equal to 6. And so x is just going to be 6 over 17. So that is going to be our answer for number 14, everyone. Okay, so just remember over here, the only thing that was different to the other extensive exercise questions that we had was that there was brackets, but you can just multiply out the brackets as your first step, and then just work out the LCM as normal. Okay, let's go straight on to the last extensive challenge question, and question number 15. So you're nearly done with the topic, everyone. Very well done for you know, keeping making sure that you are indeed you are concentrating. Okay, so this question is actually pretty straightforward, and it's a nice one to finish on. All you really want to do is just expand and, you know, really simplify, and that's the way that I've done it. So let's use the expanding and simplification way of doing this. We've got 2 over 5x plus 40, okay, plus bracket x minus 2 over 5x minus 40 multiplied by 2 over 5 plus 56 is equal to x. Okay, let's try and simplify this bracket first. We know that we can just do x, which is just 1x minus 2 over 5x. That would just give us 3 over 5x. Then we can subtract that from 40, and then we need to multiply that by 2 over 5. And we know that plus that is going to give us 56 is equal to 7. Is equal to x, all right. Then for second step, okay, we want to multiply out the bracket, right? We're always going to be dealing with the bracket first. So we're going to multiply the term inside the bracket, which is 3 over 5x minus 40 by 2 over 5. So we're left with 2 over 5x plus 40 plus 6 over 25x minus 16 plus 56 is equal to x. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to have, let's just try to tidy up the left-hand side. It looks quite messy. Let's add 2 over 5x to 5 over 25x. Well, if we add 2 over 5x to 5 over 20x, we should get the answer of 16 over 25x. Okay, and then we can do 40 minus 60 plus 56, which we know is going to give us the answer of plus 80. Okay, so we know that now we've got 16 over 25x plus 80 is equal to x. So our fourth step is, let's take the x to the left-hand side. So we've got plus x on, so we've got plus x on this side. Actually, let's take, we've got plus 16 over 25x on our left-hand side. Let's take that to the other side, so the right-hand side, and that will become a minus okay, all right. So we've got x over 1, or just 1x, minus 16 over 25x, and we know that 80 has to be equal to that. So finally, we're left with 9 over 25x is equal to 80. And so x is just equal to 80 over 1 divided by 9 over 25. Okay, and so x is just equal to 2000 over 9. So that is going to be how you do this question. Very, very well done for those of you, that had a go at all of these challenging questions. They are, they are complicated, but I think lots of you know the type of steps that we taught in the lesson at Think Academy and are able to follow through. Remember, with algebra, practice does make perfect, so make sure that you are practicing throughout the year as well. And if you have any further questions, please do ask us all. All right. I shall see you all soon, everyone. Take care.